Welcome back to track 2. Getting close to the end of the day. We are at the penultimate game on track 2. Hopefully you just witnessed the amazing haka. I'm Julia Sleazer, joined here by
Melodrama.
And we are going to be announcing Team Wales versus New Zealand. So I will run down the Wales roster really quickly. 0-2, Matt Hughes. 1, Luke Mainwaring. 1-3, Dom Watson. 1-8-2, Tom Hughes. 1-9, Farron Ashby. 1-9-8, Owen Oliver. 2-1-8, Mark Longworth. 2-6, Martin Swift. 28-28, Luke Ashton. 3-2, Vaughn Budd. 3-3, Dave Shaw. 4-3, James Clark. 8-0-5-5, Paul Burrows. 9-1-8, Jake Letterbuck. And 9-2-5, Thornflakes.
And playing in the black, we have New Zealand 0-1-0 X-Ray, 1-1-2 Barber, 1-8 Icky, 2-0-7 Judgment Day, 2-2-9 Diamond, 3-0 Wreck-It Bob, 3-2-1 Atomic Hamster, 4-4-7 Fig Jammer, 4-7 The Cat Crowing, 63 Nobody, 6-6-6 Killer Doll, 7 Fouls, 8 Lodge, the team captain, and on the bench we have Shehard.
Awesome. Actually, do you know that Lodge moved to Canada at some point? Well, no, I met him at a Canadian tournament. I'm not sure if he actually lives there. But I was like, it's Lodge. He's really nice.
I'll
There's
keep
my
that in mind.
Yeah, it's my information for Lodge. You're welcome.
I was going to say a fact about the haka being commonly considered a war dance or challenge, but in this particular instance, there are 16 different types of hakas. This particular one is a ceremonial one. It's never been used for war. As you could see, it was ended with cuddles. It's the cuddle haka.
So cuddling out right now, lead cuddler, Owen Olivier. And that was Lodge. It's going to be called off. Wales had lead, but it is a 0-0 jam.
No point trying to outrun the other jammers. Fig Jammer, number 447 for New Zealand on the jammer line now. And he is up against number 19, Ashby. Wales playing in the red. Ashby being blocked out to the outside.
There's no overlay. This, that's it. Yeah, thanks.
Neither jammer able to get through for their initial pass yet. 30 seconds into the jam, and Wales is through his lead jammer.
And taking a little spill to the floor, but backing away. That was initial pass having been completed by New Zealand. A 4-point pass there for Wales. And that is the end of that jam. So 4-0 in favor of Wales right now.
And on the jammer line, we have for Wales, Ashton, and he is up against the Atomic Hamster. Unusual collection of names from the Wales team in that I can pronounce most of them.
Off to a pretty thick start there. New Zealand nearly through. Now she's going to get knocked a little bit out. Has to come back against 2 Welsh blockers controlling the pack. And speaking of Welsh, it is Ashton taking lead jammer once again.
Atomic Hamster having the Welsh jammers, the Welsh blockers fold around him a couple of times now. He's still on his initial pass. Largely stationary there on that second turn.
Boom, wow. It's a huge hit, taking Hamster quite a bit of ways on the outside. He's going to look for the place he wants to come back in, hopefully shortest distance. Not super sure what is hanging from his hand right now.
The sneaky reach there for the pivot.
Yeah.
And nobody is now the lead jam. Sorry, the jamming for New Zealand. No chance to add any points to their score though. 9 more for Wales.
Hughes out for Wales, Lodge out for New Zealand. It's New Zealand's first time at a men's roller derby World Cup. So of course this matchup has never happened before. Lead jammer goes to Lodge. There's a lot of penalties happening. So it's a power jam now to New Zealand. So really Lodge can shore up this gap.
But he's been taken out to the outside and driven all the way back there to turn 3. Multiplayer block and Lodges through for his 5-point pass.
Clutterbuck headed off to the box. So Wales a blocker down. Just as Hughes comes in with star in hand, he's going to engage Lodge himself. Lodge gets knocked to the inside. Yeah, Hughes attempts to recycle him back.
He looked disappointed that no one followed him. I feel that way at parties all the time.
Oh. Lodge calling it off. It's 9 points that jam for New Zealand. Nothing picked up that time by Wales. So 13-9 as we're going into the 5th jam just now. Oliver out for Wales, and it is 4-4-7 Fig Jammer for New Zealand.
Nobody managing to knock Wales out of bounds, but they are able to continue.
Yeah.
In lead jammer status.
Ooh, nearly kept it in. Coming in, that first scoring pass gets knocked out to the outside. Recycling back, of course.
Big pile of man bodies over in the turn 2. Wales adding 5 more to their score.
It's another 5 points on the board for Wales, pulling out this differential. Fig Jammer, oops, sorry.
Fig Jammer completing his initial pass. And Wales calling that. New Zealand managing to sneak 1 point in.
It's a 13-1 jam, 26-10, still in favor of Wales.
And from what we've seen today with these shorter games, just 30 minutes long, no half time, fewer penalties, only 5 per player, no official reviews. We've seen that the first 10 minutes in each of these games has really set you up for the rest of the game. So both Wales and New Zealand will be throwing everything in for the next few minutes.
Ooh. Yeah, that was
And Wales looking a little bit more steady there, getting lead jammer. Ashby with 1 to beat. And puts 4 on the board.
I feel like there's a lot of whistles, but then I don't see the result.
Well, there aren't very many New Zealand blockers on the track anymore. 1 on the track, 2 on the track now. Ashby keeps on skating. He gets a point for everyone he passes on the track and a point for everyone in the box.
Got 3 consecutive 5-point passes for Wales so far. Ashby re-entering, mowing his way through.
And New Zealand not offering him any interference when he went back around and had to re-enter the pack.
Right.
It's almost as if he caught them napping.
finds a wide open outside, picking up another 5 points.
A little apex jump there, another 5 points. They've more than doubled their score just with this jam alone.
A little bit of a hot move to get through that time. 5 more points for Wales right now. A 35-point jam. Just huge.
I feel that New Zealand would do well right about now to start walling up. It's like they heard me.
That's something I've talked about before, especially with like the teams that are newer to the event. There's a lot of learning in the first couple of days, and you'll see the adaptations reused over the weekend.
That was a massive jump, massive jam for Wales. It's almost as if they had cheese ball bearings. You can find your stride with the original handmade bearings. Cheese ball skate bearings, cheeseballs.com.
And through on the outside, Wales gets lead once again. That is Ashton out there.
Logic jamming again for New Zealand. Ashton doing an apex jump, scoring a quick 4 points and then calling that jam off. Lodge having absolutely no opportunity to add to their score. Wales looking very, very strong at the moment. Sucker Punch is a skate shop, the largest Derby owned and operated store in Europe. They actually have a bricks and mortar building as well as operating online. They've been heavily involved in the European Derby community on a number of levels, and they are best known for their reliable service, honest advice and competitive prices. Check out their top quality products and their huge product range. That was Sucker Punch.
Wales blocker headed off to the cheese balls bearings penalty box. However, they've got 925. Thornflakes can really hold it for a couple of blockers, frankly. He's doing a great job. So Hughes re-entering on a scoring pass. Right now he's picked up 5 on the last pass. Gets knocked into the inside. They're going to recycle him back as far as possible. He's going to come in ahead of number 7 fouls. Legally, everything's cool.
Wales through for another 5-point pass. It's 10 for this jam. That gap is growing. 67 points the difference.
Pretty significant at this point.
New Zealand just unable to get their jammer through. Blockers walling up in the front. But no one giving much assistance to their jammer.
That's a fact. And I would say at halftime, they'll have a discussion regarding that, and they'll come back. They'll have to do it in like the 30 seconds in between jams. Yeah. It may be something that they are.
A quick 30-second chat.
Right.
Wall up, help you, mate.
Yeah.
We'll send that post-it note along.
Back underway, Owen Oliver out for Wales, Lodge out for New Zealand.
Oliver driven all the way back. Lodge driven all the way back. Wales managing to take the impact there off Lodge. Driving him to the inside.
Lodge has lead. See, hopefully he can pull in this differential just a little bit even.
5-point pass.
So this power jam is about to come to a conclusion. Jammer is standing in the box and is being sent back into play just now. I have to admit, they've moved the benches around on this track, and I don't have a good eye on that, on the penalty box.
Wales managing to thunder on through and complete their initial pass.
So it's now a power jam to Wales.
A track cut given to New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
Wales thinking they can call that jam off, but Oliver is, of course, not the lead jammer. He was a naughty boy and had to go to the penalty box.
Ooh, a huge hit there from the crowing.
5 more points for Wales.
Didn't manage to slow him down.
He just sort of bounced off, pinballed off the side there.
Ooh, Lodge also accepting a really huge hit. That was number 26? Yeah, Martin Swift.
And that jam starting off against Wales, starting off as a power jam against Wales. And they've managed to pull off 15 points versus New Zealand's 10. All of the momentum going their way right now.
It was also New Zealand's first time scoring after 3 scoreless jams.
And this would be what would ordinarily be half-time, but in these shorter games, of course, they just keep going.
Sure.
Ashby sneaking past one, not managing to stay in bounds.
Right.
He's recycle on X-ray.
Yeah.
Ashby is lead jammer.
Ashby's going to be coming out on his first scoring pass shortly. There's a little bit of a star stash by Atomic Hamster. He's also being sent off to the box for a track cut. He'll be joined by number 218, Mark Longworth from Team Wales in the cheese balls bearings penalty box.
Wales bench manager caught in the middle. Not sure how she got there.
They have a little
trying
box
to help.
for just in case.
Yeah.
Or also doing, theoretically, official reviews, but we don't have those in these shorter games. She does look worried.
She's kind of stuck there.
She's like, am I cool? Everything's cool, right?
Ashby pulling off a 5-point pass.
Atomic Hamster is going to be coming back in shortly, so this is the end of the power jam.
Wales blocker managing to take his other blocker mate down.
Ashby calling it from the floor after picking up another 5 points. So that puts Wales
over the ton.
Definitely. I think there's a secret 5 points that's about to happen, but I'm not positive. A minimum of 109 points has been awarded to Wales. New Zealand, a total of 20. I can give those figures and not be afraid.
I feel they need to be absolute figures rather than minimums and maximums.
Absolute. I'm not comfortable defining the figures.
Let's lock it in. Let's lock it in.
Okay, fine. It's 109. You feeling good?
I feel comfortable with that.
I get nervous.
You know who else is comfortable with that? Ashton.
What?
Ashton is comfortable with that. Look at him pumping his little arm as he skates around. Yes, 109. That's Wales.
Truly comfortable though, he wouldn't try to change it.
So he grabbed 2. He
did.
Grabbed 2 points.
Yeah.
And he called that off because he thought anything more than that too controversial. Sleazer can't keep up with the math.
Wow, that is
Call
true.
that off.
But also, maybe we've gotten a little too real with the joking. My tongue is now confused or ashamed. Make your choice.
Could be both.
Yeah, they're gonna limit it to 1.
Do you know who else is not confused? Roller Derby Elite. The brand that is the sport. Roller Derby Elite is the proud sponsor of the worldwide roller derby and platinum sponsor of Team USA.
Oliver with lead for Wales, and is also Lodge out there, out of the pack, having completed his initial. But the bench manager from Wales easily stood up.
Vigorous arms, calling that jam off. Thank you so much to all of the officials that are here at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup in Barcelona. Takes a lot of people to put on a tournament.
It does. I knew the figure for officials, and I was awed by it. It is much more than 3. You can see more than 3 right now, Mel.
It's true. I didn't want to overcommit.
Wow. You know, by mocking my commitment, you make me fear it more. Maybe I'll get super committal. Maybe.
We could just spin right the other way. Ashby, however, through, committed, lead jammer.
Yeah, well, good for him.
Atomic Hamster also wanting to commit. However, panty cover off, looking for the pivot.
Maybe.
There it goes. Oh, yes, very.
Yeah, there we go.
A quick pirouette, because any time is a good time for a pirouette. Barber streaks on out. Unable to score any points, though. Wales picking up an extra 2 points. Their score is 117 versus New Zealand's 20.
So we've got just under 10.5 minutes left in this game. Ashton out for Wales and Fig Jammer out for New Zealand. So New Zealand right now 4 scoreless jams in a row. I feel like Fig Jammer's got it in him to change that up, though.
It's the pink wheels. The pink wheels of power will certainly give him all that he has. Clark proving to be an impossible blocker, though.
Definitely.
Fig Jammer with the star off. He can't quite get his hand to that pivot, though. Barber is ready. But there's no point passing the star unless you're in a better position.
It's true. And that is something we should all remember doing any kind of star pass.
We've seen it time and time again today, especially, as you say, with the less experienced teams.
Right.
Where the jammer gets a bit tired, or probably not a bit tired. Probably their legs are on fire.
Yes.
Grabbing the star, looking for the pivot, and often passing it behind them. There's no actual advantage to doing that.
Well, it takes pressure off you.
And if you're sneaky enough, I guess you might be able to ninja your way through.
Sure.
But more often than not.
If you're considering the floors, so this is actually futsal court from England that was used in the 2014 Men's World Cup. And I had been told by people that skated on it, it's a lot like sport court, but just maybe a little bit softer. So it'd be really easy for you to tire yourself out, especially in these like quick burst matches. It's like, you know, sprinting.
Oliver trying to mash his way through. Tries to follow a path on the outside, but that doesn't work out. But he is through now and his lead jammer. Lodge manages to find a gap on the inside line, completes his initial pass. And Oliver scores the 4 and calls that off.
Wales bench manager and jammer communication is so precise. There's never a chance. New Zealand currently 6 scoreless jams in a row, 134-20. We are in favor, or the score I should say, is in favor of Wales.
Just over 7.5 minutes left in this game. And as you said before, it's the second last game on this track. And that would be just for day 1. There are, of course, 4 days of the World Cup. Ashby out in front, and he's the lead jammer for Wales. Hamster knocking over that Wales blocker. Keeps going, and he's through on his initial pass. And Wales calling that jam off.
Picking up 4 points there, trying to lock them out of being able to score it all. Maybe not.
We'd really love to see that block again. If we're not able to get it for you, maybe you guys at home shut your eyes and try to remember how beautiful it was to see and give the credit to VMix. We are powered by VMix. Lodge on the jammer line again for New Zealand. He's trying to find that inside line, but just managing to step out. The player that blocked him out was sent off for a penalty, though, so he is able to continue and got the lead jammer status.
Yeah.
It's been a while since New Zealand's had that lead jammer status. And Oliver is closing in on Lodge. New Zealand unable to add any points on that jam.
That was New Zealand's second lead of this game. I think both times it was Lodge as well. 8, yeah.
I think both times there wasn't much of a point advantage either. So New Zealand, even when they were able to get the lead jammer status, not really able to capitalise on that advantage.
Right.
And I guess that shows the strength of the Wales, the Welsh blockers.
So Ashton from Wales has lead right now. All right, and it's
Big
5.
jammer unable to get through.
He is going to
the
pass
stagger.
forward. Are you happy with that star pass?
I'm much happier.
Feeling pretty good about it?
Although it didn't kind of work out.
Well, you know, but they tried.
I should have been more specific with my instructions.
You should have, because, you know, I mean, it worked out in the end, but that was a lot of time. No. So it's now Barber, New Zealand, coming in. Oh, I thought for sure it was going to be that time.
Only 1 point for Wales, but nothing for New Zealand. Scoreboard looking pretty one-sided. 149 playing 20. Just over 4 minutes left in this game. And we've got Ashby in the red for Wales up against Atomic Hamster.
Tommy Hamster nearly took the inside all the way. Couldn't quite make it. Lead is going to be awarded once again to Farron Ashby. Atomic Hamster really taking some huge spills on the outside just now. It's getting recycled back.
Ashby taken to ground to a halt. Managing to get past those blockers now. Given no pass, no penalty. But 5 in the sky. How does that work?
So there has been a star pass to nobody. I know how that one works. But good question on yours.
Well, there was a very clear indication of no pass, no penalty. Ashby did stop to see whether there was a track cut penalty called. And on that pass, referee indicated 5 fingers, meaning 5 points, 5 players. I'm confused.
Perhaps he had gotten that elusive 6 points, and what we saw was a no pass, no penalty, and he was like, no, it's only 5.
There are many things that elude me. Gravity,
when
for
I'm
example.
confused,
I'm
I like to
confused by
wildly speculate.
that. I like the idea of the elusive 6-point pass.
Secret points.
Secret points, definitely secret points. Oliver lead for Wales. And I'm wondering how I've only just noticed Clutterbuck's socks. That is also elusive to me.
A lot of things are messing you up right now.
I'm ready for some sleep.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's like 4 in the morning in Sydney.
Let me check. I cannot remember.
Lodge stuck behind many Welsh players. New Zealand getting in there, trying to give him a hand. 3 points added to New Zealand's score.
So we are at 1.5 minutes left in this game, 172-23 in favor of Wales. Fig Jammer out there for New Zealand, Ashton out for Wales.
Fig Jammer nearly through.
Ashton coming up on the pack for his first scoring pass. One New Zealand blocker using Icky to just slam him into the jammer.
It's probably not a bad idea. Icky certainly a large unit.
Yeah. Fig Jammer did get out into spur Wales to go ahead and call that after picking up 4 points, 176-23. Very likely, unless some absolute lunacy happens, to be the last jam.
Certainly not an official review as possible.
They could theoretically get 153 points in this jam, tie it up.
That's a lot of passes in 2 minutes.
I'm just...
A maximum of 2 minutes. And our scoreboard flipping out saying, no, there shouldn't be a jam, but it is.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, there was just enough time, I suppose.
Atomic Hamster with the jammer star. Oh, flicking for a pass. I actually cannot see a pivot on the track. So Atomic Hamster not able to pass the star to anyone other than the missing pivot.
Right.
So maybe he is going for the stealth of my helmet is plain, don't block me. Doesn't need it, makes his way through. Ashby skipping through for another 5-point pass. 4-point pass, pardon me. Giving a total of 9 to Wales for that jam. The unofficial score happened a while ago. This is the other unofficial score, 185 for Wales in the red to 23 to New Zealand in the black. We'll just wait for confirmation of that. Don't forget to check out the Quad Skate shops. They're available online for all of your derby needs.
So the score is now finalized, 185-23 in favor of Wales. Stay tuned on this track for 15 after the hour. It is going to be Argentina taking on Denmark, or on the hour on track 1, Finland taking against the Philippines.
I'm Melodrama.
I'm Julia Sleazer.